Welcome back, and now tune into the other side of sports. It's your host, Laws, in the building. It's me. It's Aaron. We're rocking out. I know we had taken a break, but the boy, I was overseas, Aaron. I was in Europe, over in Portugal. I was in Portugal. I did Portugal. I did Spain out the joint. You know I had to hit the links while I was out there too, dog. Have you been over to Europe, dog? Have you been over to Spain? Portugal?
You asking questions you already know the answer to.
No,
What
hey,
is looking like over there?
hey, it's a fake America, dog. It's
That's the
it's a
most entitled American thing I ever heard.
dog, nah, dog, because everybody like they got like Five Guys and well, at least in
Oh, you
Spain.
mean
What
like
was in
in
Spain?
reverse?
Like it's
Okay.
just Americanized, dog, and it's cheap. It's like the Jones job made me a little bit mad because I'm like, dog, they got everything we got, but then it's cheaper over this joint. All these white people and like Spanish, like we over this joint. I can't go to the grocery store for nothing less than $80, dog. $80 over that joint. I buy the whole grocery store, bro. The joint is like I'm like, this
It's a
joint is
scam.
just crazy. Scam all the way, 100, bro. But it's nice over the joint. I mean, the people
What they looking like over there?
is hey, so this the thing. It's a lot of attractive women in Spain. Portugal, it was a mixed bag. There was some pretty joints in there, but it was a mixed bag. In Spain, it was a lot of like pretty joints. But then when they like talk, a lot of them had this high pitched mouse type voice. The joint just it kind of throw you off because like they're pretty, but then they be like the way their voice sound, it just didn't match, though. But I mean, and a lot like English. When we were in Spain, I feel like a lot of the people didn't really speak English great. People spoke English, but they didn't speak it great. You might come across people here and there that like their English is sharp and good, but most of the time, like them the Bamas who own the business, like they the business owners and they kind of
An
they're
incentive to
fluent in
know the
English.
drink. Yeah.
Yeah, but overall, the joint like to me like there's nothing special about like I can't say like when I go to Bermuda, like the beaches in Bermuda, nothing like them in the world, dog. Like it's not even touching it. We went to the beach out there. The beach was cool. It was chill. Warm. The water was warm. For beach water, it was warm. In Portugal, the water was cold, but in Spain, the water was warm. I don't know how that go, but um, yeah, Portugal remind me like San Francisco a little bit, like where we were in Portugal, because we were in Lisbon. That joint, it like the way the city, think of you ever seen it? What's the joint? That joint where they did the heist, and it was like George Clooney and all of them joint Bama's in the joint. What's that movie called?
Well, all
Um,
the old heads.
yeah, where they like doing a heist and they trying to like basically get this
Oh, like Ocean's 11 or something like that.
yeah, Ocean's 11 joint. Think Ocean's 11, like those windy roads, and you know what I'm saying? Think a car chase on them windy roads down at like mountain in the hill and like that's how it was, bro. Like like there's certain places in America, wherever we go, we travel. I'll be like, could I drive in this joint? Portugal in the city? Nope. Can't drive there, dog. I will crash the whip up terribly. That joint, the roads, some of the joints, you don't even know it's a one way. Like Batman was pulling down the joint. I'm like, bro, you can't go down this road. He was like, Batman just be doing. Hey, young buses couldn't even like turn around the corner. They had to like back up and then go forward and back. Like that joint crazy. Spain, that joint like over here, bro. That joint regular streets, roads, all like that. But I mean, people cool. People like one thing you notice about like Spain, like people just it's like America. Like if you're in a busy city in America, people are not paying you no attention. They just staring at their phone, walking like this. Like
How they treat y'all over that drink?
so, my social consciousness is always up. My antennas are always up in different places that I go in the world. to figure out if like I'm gonna be treated differently because of my skin color. Now, I'll have to say that I didn't really get a true accurate assessment because of Portugal, because we were like there for a wedding and a lot of the festivities were like organized and the wedding was like organized and they spent bread, dog. So the kind of bread they spending, dog, you gonna treat me like they treated us like we somebody. So I don't know, like that. I didn't get a true representation. When we went to Spain, I want to say it was a little bit shrouded a little bit because the people we were with and we were visiting, like my man Ken, shout out my man Ken, he one of them people like me. So places we was going to with them, like Bamas knew them. They were like, oh, hey, blah, blah. So we was getting like specialized treatment. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like a true. I didn't feel no like outward overt racism from when we just went to different places and stuff. But again, like I really can't tell, especially when I travel with my daughter because she cute. She get concessions, dog. Like I seen Bamas with mean mugs. I walk up to the counter, they mean mug me, and then she run up beside me, and then they whole face change. Like, oh, she's so cute. I'm like, you were just about to swing on me a second ago. So again, she was with us. So we just get concessions when she around because she's just a cute little girl. So people are like, oh, she's so cute, blah, blah. And she, immense vocabulary. She do stuff. Like, oh, she's so smart. How does she know? Like, so it's just, I don't know. Like, if I was there by myself, I could really tell you. I didn't have no incidents, no situations, where I was like, hold on, bro. Like, I want the same deal. Like, no funny business with the, where I come in and ask for the Wi-Fi and then they give it to the other person behind me. Like, no, we ain't had no funny business. Yeah. So, but it's a nice place. Definitely go ahead and visit if you get a chance. We was out there for a grip about 10 days, really. Yeah, it was cool. It was cool, bro. It was cool. Only thing is I wouldn't want to live over that joint because football season, dog, you know what time the games come on over that joint?
7 a.m.
PM.
Dang.
9 p.m.
The 1 o'clock joints?
Yes. Yeah, they in front. 7 hours.
Right. So how the games come on later? If they are
yes, because when it's 1 o'clock here, it's 7 o'clock there.
Yeah.
Yeah, dog. So them that 8 o'clock, that 8 p.m. joint is like 2 in the morning. You ain't watching no sports over that joint, dog. That's a fail. That's why them Bama's only into soccer because you can't watch nothing else. You can't watch it, dog. It's too late in the night. And I learned that from the college football joint. College football joint came on, and it was like 1 in the morning over that joint. So crazy, bro. Crazy. Speaking of college football, FSU, dog, is some salt. What happened to Cuz, dog? DJ, I don't know how like his footwork.
He the biggest bust in college. Like maybe in the history of college.
Seen,
because people don't really track college bus like that. Usually, if you cook,
how you a bus in college, Ern? It's so easy.
He the first.
I'm not saying so.
He the first.
It's easy, bro. You don't even gotta have like super crazy ability. It's sorry Bama's be cooking in college.
He's one of the worst. Like if you watch his Bama's footwork, like his throwing motion, he don't have no pop.
He be he throw the ball straight into the ground. He like get flustered with pressure and just
throw it off his back foot. It's just
that Bama's terrible, bro.
I'm like, are you even being coached? Like, I don't know what because he was a cooker in high school.
That cooker no more. That Bama is
that Bama peaked in 9th grade.
How can you peak? So explain this to me, Aaron, because I don't understand. How do you peak? Like in your how do you be a cooker and then turn from a cooker to a scrub?
Dog, when you in high school, like everybody feel like they the man in high school. Like, oh, I was a cooker, yada yada yada. But then when you consolidate, you got the best Bammers from each place and put them together. You're not the best Bammer no more. And so a lot of times you don't know what the politics are for you to get that job, but you over there, you cooking, you throwing for all these yards, you playing against Bammers that's going to grow up and be UPS drivers, and some Bammers might be doctors, lawyers, but like these Bammers, football is not their career path. Then you get with a bunch of Bammers who football is their dream. They want it to be their career path. So the level of intensity, that's like the level of difficulty goes up. It's like going from pro to putting the journal all med. And then pro he's a guy who, oh my God, if this Bama ever got a chance to play in the pros, it would be so bad.
He won't.
It would be so bad.
He won't. I mean, you looking at this product, he will never sniff the NFL. Like it's not humanly possible, dog. Not when you're this bad for a team that seemingly has talent. It just
supposed to be a top 10 team. They was complaining and crying about making the playoff last year. Switch out the quarterback. You know, Keon Coleman gone. You know, some other people gone, but this is crazy. And then let's talk about the head coach, who everybody was like, oh, glad they got him instead of Dion, all this other stuff. It's looking terrible. Season over.
You get washed by Boston College, dog.
You the first team eliminated from the 12-team playoff.
Yeah.
Out the gate.
Out the gate, dog. Clemson, they look a little. LSU look a little. Is the NIL changing the landscape, dog?
It's the stubbornness of some of these coaches. Yes. So whereas Clemson, LSU will automatically be a shoe-in to get the top best guys and be able to keep them. Now the best guys are going where the bag is. And so you got these stubborn dinosaur coaches who say, no, we're going to keep the guys who stayed. We're going to breed or groom our own. Now your own is the third, fourth tier type Bama who nobody won anyway. That's why they stayed. Because the top people going to go to the, you know, they go into other places.
They get
either going to the league or you going somewhere else. So when you look at the quarterbacks, and football is different now. You look at LSU's quarterback. You look at Clemson's quarterback. Like in 2024, you need another layer of something. You got to have guys who are more mobile than what they're trying to trot out there. They trotting out guys from that was the prototype 15 years ago. And so they just not with the times. And you can just look at
quarterback
already.
Don't have wheels,
they don't have a chance.
You should if your quarterback does not have wheels, you shouldn't even consider drafting and bringing them to your roster, though.
Yeah, you're going
like
backwards.
Wheels is the standard across the board. Then comes arm talent and quarterback ability. Cause dog, like it's about speed. You know, look at Colorado, bro. Side note, Colorado's still in trouble, bro. That defense still looks sussy.
Easy pick up.
I don't. What is the like? I'm sure he's recruiting better defensive players, but
it's still Colorado. These Bama's was 1-11 2 years ago, and it's still Colorado. It's not like he got the Florida State job or the Miami job. Like recruiting is different there. Like, of course, he has an advantage being Dion. And what he's building is attractive to some people. But some people like, why am I going there when I'm going to stay right here in Florida? I'm going to stay here in Florida State. I'm going to stay here in Miami. Like, it's other schools that already have a bigger brand where people are going, pipelines, like Alabama. Like, it's just certain places that have higher prestige than a Colorado. He got to win a chip or multiple chips and stay there for 5-10 years to get to a point where he get his pick of the litter when it comes to that kind of stuff. And then his son's gonna be gone next year. So that's you know what I mean? Like, you just got to see, is he gonna stick around?
Is he leaving?
That Florida State job about to come open. So we'll see. He already laid the blueprint for what he can do. So with his son's gone, he has no obligation.
He can go wherever he want to go. Yeah, he can go wherever he want to go. He want to go to Florida State. He'll just take all the players he want to keep, and they'll just travel with him to the next joint. Because I know What is out of here after this joint? Travis Hunter.
Travis Hunter and Shador gone. And
Yeah.
Shallow like 25.
Yeah.
That man almost our age, dog.
He old as me. Hey, dog. Yeah. I mean, Travis Hunter is the best player in college football potentially, dog. It's a lot of good play. It's a lot of good players in college football, though. Right
wide receivers are turning over a new leaf.
Incredible too, dog. That
I like what I've been hearing from him, like attitude wise and the way he talking. I haven't seen a whole bunch of him playing.
He played like he from Seat Pleasant, dog. The man just be out there, just regular, like he ain't phased by nothing. And he a cooker, and he got wheels, and he be jogging Obamas and like half like.
Is he gonna challenge Shador for the #1 overall pick by the end of the season?
He will. I think Shador, because of his passing ability, has just been shown to be elite. It's been shown to be elite. I think he still has the edge, but like Cam has another. He has like another
got that nigga in a
caveat that I think, yeah, but they both do. It just looks different.
Shador got the suburban, I got a father nigga. Cam Moore got the 90s, how we grew up, no dad nigga. It's two different niggas. It's two different ones. They both, there's advantages to both.
Yeah, it's
the one he got is the one that is like a 90s kind of.
Yeah, like you ain't gotta worry about Shador crashing out. Like he gonna be out, but you might be draft night. This Bama might have a bong. They
gonna be looking at his entourage and all. They looking into all this other
stuff. Lamar style, like you know what I'm saying. But
exactly.
But
not saying it's an issue, but they're gonna be looking, trying to make it an issue.
You already know how the script goes. So, but it's a lot of cookers. And back to your point about the wide receivers, though. Some of these wide receivers, though,
I've never seen it like
plethora. It's a plethora of wide receivers in this joint that cooker. They got wheels. I don't know if it's the secondary play. It's just taking a dive, like has regressed, because you know me and secondary play. When Bama's is playing the ball, no homo, and not like. Playing the receiver and not the ball, no homo. Like they not looking like to see the ball coming their way. They like playing the receiver. Terrible, bro. Terrible. So I don't know if it's that, like just the cornerback play has just declined that drastically to where these Bamas is just doing whatever they want, or
the Bama is it Arizona? Was the Bama Nico? What is his last name? The Bama had 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, 4 touchdowns. Yeah.
It almost had 5, but got tackled on the half-yard line. And I'm talking about bombs. This is about Madden plays, like this 60, 70.
Just throw 40, it up. Just throw it up. Just throw it 30. Up. Just throw it up.
Yeah.
Like
cooking, dog. Then they got the young boy that's like 17 out here cooking. Alabama got another one.
Yeah.
It's Bama's all over the place.
Dog. It's so many. Travis Hunter is that him.
Is he the first non-quarterback off the board?
He should be. The Bama can play 2 positions at the highest level. You literally could bring him in. He could play corner, Aaron, or you could bring him in and he's your starting wide receiver. He's Justin Jefferson, dog. Dog, did you see the catch that he made through the contact? Like, that was the most impressive catch I saw out of a lot of the catches, because the joint was really a penalty, and he just like fought through the joint to still make a catch. And it was for 6. And I'm like, oh yeah, that dude is special, dog. He run crispy routes. He got wheels. What else you need? College, yeah, it's a lot of shifts in college, but we here, Aaron. We finally here.
Season started.
The season is here. This Thursday, it gets cracking, Aaron. The defending Super Bowl champs, Kansas City Chiefs, and the Ravens. They starting us off right, dog. They starting us off right. What can one question for you? Can the Kansas City Chiefs repeat? Can they get 3 in a row?
Yes. They're
Can they
better than they were
three-peat?
last year.
People trying to say they're not going back to the chip. I'm like, why not?
Because it never happened. You know, people, they just rolling the dice on probability. But if you got Patrick Mahomes on the team and a fairly healthy roster, you got a chance. A better than 50% chance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nah. This is a good one. This is going to be a good one. Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, the new signee, Jim Harbaugh versus Andy Reid, Travis Kelce, all the stars. It's gonna be a burner. Aaron. It's gonna be a burner. Trent Williams finally signed, got that bread. All is right. They got Brandon Ayuk and Trent Williams.
You
After
know,
all the
Kyle ain't want
dust
to get
settled,
exposed. They saw Brock Purdy out there looking like hot garbage. They said, get these boys in here ASAP. ASAP.
what Trent Williams wanted, I actually am not against it. He just wanted the guaranteed money that was on his
Yeah.
contract. He had $75 million on the drain. Like, hold on, dog. Can
They
I
could
get
cut him
some
at
of
any
that?
time, and he get nothing. At
Yeah,
36, this is his last
yeah.
payday.
Nah, yeah. He said, I need some of that, bro. I need some of these,
Dog,
financial.
Ron Rivera this is the first dumb ass
dumbest.
thing he did when he got here. And I know Dan was at fault because Dan said allegedly that he not giving him a red cent when he wanted to when he was doing the same thing here. You traded away a Hall of Fame Bama in his prime with at least 7 more years left and you didn't get a first round pick. If we was to trade for something like that, we would have gave up multiple ones. We would have gave up players. It's crazy that they was it a 2?
I don't know. I don't remember what it was, though, but whatever it was,
it wasn't enough. And now you're looking for a left tackle. Who gives away Hall of Fame left tackles, though?
The Washington Commanders do.
Idiots, though.
The Washington Commanders do.
Did you see Dan while you was over there in Europe?
Nah, I ain't see Dan. I ain't see. He about my hiding, dog. He in the brothel somewhere.
He ain't got to hide over there. They only watch football. They don't know who he is.
They
That's
don't.
why he went.
They don't. By the time that Joe come on, he don't eat. Babba's asleep. So yeah, but he ends the holdout. They give him the bread. Brandon Ayuk get paid. He get the bread.
Got his 30 mil that you said he wasn't gonna get.
He got it. He got it. I want to see my man.
They needed
flourish.
the battle. They needed him.
They needed him. Jamar Chase is holding out. He got 2 years left on his contract. He trying to hold. He say he about to miss games. Aaron, is that going to impact Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals?
100%. But you know the Bengals cheap.
Is it going to be enough though for them to cut the check?
We gonna find out because they're gonna play without him. That's what's going to determine it. The same way Dallas tried to pull that fastball with Emmitt Smith, and then they played 2 games, went 0-2, and signed him. You know what I mean? Like both sides are going to see how valuable he is. If they go out there and start 2-0, 3-0, then it's going to be like you might need to show up. But if they go out there and the offense struggles, then it's going to kind of force their hand. Like, is the owner stubborn enough to where he's going to sabotage the entire season to prove a point that he's not going to pay somebody earlier? That's where you're going to see if WME is going to come into effect.
I think if you're Jamar Chase, right, I think that you already kind of played this whole situation wrong. Now, the team that Cincinnati Bengals is and the players that they have, I think that they will be able to be comparable without Jamar Chase. I think it'll be subjective to what his value is for that team, because they start the year out. Who they play first week? They play the Steelers. Is it the first week or they got a soft matchup week 1, dog? So I could easily maybe New England.
Patriots. That's an easy
Yeah,
W.
that's what I'm saying,
But then
dog.
week
So
2, they got the
they got
Chiefs.
they got the Chiefs. But it's the thing. Of course you want to go into week 2 with all your firepower. But if you win the first game and you win it in a certain type of fashion, and let's say T. Higgins get a touchdown, and some of the other dudes is scoring, and it's looking like you good money. They drafted a wide receiver too. I You might just be like, look, like how they like to play chicken, Aaron?
And you kind of expect to lose to the Chiefs anyway. Like you got to. I don't want to say you expect to lose, but you lose to the Chiefs, they're not going to say, "Oh, it's all because of this." And because their schedule's so soft, like you said, they got the Bengals. I mean, they got the Patriots. That's a W. The Chiefs, they'll probably lose. Then they got the Commanders. That's a W. And then the Panthers. That's a W. So because they're going to start out 3-1 regardless, like you said, that could alleviate some of the pressure of him not being there. But if you lose to the Patriots, if you lose to the Commanders, and the offense is struggling, that kind of flips everything on its head. And it's like, okay, but you banking on that happening, which I don't know if I believe it.
I think you would need another injury, dog. I think you would need another injury at the wide receiver, and I'm specifically talking about T. Higgins because
or to wait a while. He gonna have to miss half a season, like the boy in Tampa, the big light skinned dude.
Mike Evans.
Nah, before him, he was Mike Evans before Mike Evans.
Vincent Jackson.
Vincent Jackson. Like you got to sit out 8 games.
Dog, you see my brain, dog. I started remembering names is coming today.
It's time for the parlays.
We about to get 20K. We're gonna get to that. Lock Factory. Tune in. Yeah, bro. I just they're gonna play chicken with him and see what's good with it. You already know. I think Jamar Chase is definitely worth the bread, but the Bengals, it's just unfortunate he on the Bengals, and it's a year early in my opinion. But I think in his team, his mindset, like I've kind of played at a very, very high level. They know I'm in the likes of the Justin Jeffersons and these kind of players, and I don't need to wait this additional year. Even though those other players waited, they played those 3 years before they got their big bag contract. So I don't know, bro, how you going, that would be setting a precedence that I don't think the Bengals is not one to
definitely
be breaking.
Yeah.
Right. So I think he should have just played it different. This is one of them joints where you show up, right? Unless he not feeling healthy or something wrong with his health wise, but this is the joint. You show up, you like play company guy, boom, boom, boom. You play the first couple weeks, you go off. Then hamstring get a little tight.
The D Jackson.
Hey, son, my hammy. I'm gonna try to play through, but we gonna see. And like you've already like kind of established, like you the go-to guy, the quarterback, you the safety blanket. Everything changes with the offense, but they've basically been playing without you, and they're learning how to like function without you, which could potentially not bode well for what you're trying to get. So I don't know if who's in his ear, his management team. They probably need to like work on like strategies and thought this all the way through, because sometimes just the idea or the thought process, we just need to hold out with no real strategic. I mean, and granted, like I'm not a player on the team, and he probably looking around like, dog, these Bama's can't do what I do,
right.
which may be true. I'm not disputing it. But like when you're looking at it through that lens and you don't have somebody who's objective and looking from both ends, right? Especially if you're trying to get the biggest bag, like it's not like you saying, hey, can I just get like, what I'm saying, can you just give me a little bonus or something, just a year extension bonus or something, as I go into my last year, my contract or whatever, or like, no, you trying to get paid the top receiver money 2 years early. They not gonna do it, bro. They didn't pay Chad Johnson when they had that Batman. He was a cooker.
TJ
So
Hushmanzada, they let him walk. These Bama's do
yeah,
not care.
yeah, they don't
Cheap.
care,
They
dog.
treat that joint like a family business.
Yeah, you might be on the wrong side of it. What's the dude from the Jets? He ain't come back yet. He's
Hassan
still
Reddick.
sitting out. Hassan Reddick, dog.
He
Now
told y'all
I
he ain't
think,
playing.
yeah, he ain't playing, dog. He said, "I need that bread. Y'all done snatched me up, and y'all still ain't trying to pay me. Y'all got me from the Eagles, and y'all ain't trying to pay. I'm not playing." His situation a little bit different because I think when you talk what teams need, like pass rush and people to get after the quarterback, them joints is at a premium, dog. You can never have too many pass rushes. You can never have too many, Aaron. If we got 4 pass rushes and all the Bama's get after the quarterback and we can get one more, we want one more. Like you want
That's
as
how the
many as
Giants
you
got a
can
chip.
get. That's how you get chips, bro. You get as many as you can. But they can play around if they want. Cause they gonna need the whole defense for sure this year. Commanders, bro. Is Jaden Daniels gonna shock the world this week?
I don't think he's gonna shock the world because everybody's optimistic about him. This is the first player that I can recall, especially as a rookie, that everybody's been so high on. Like nationally, I haven't heard a single bad thing about him. And even, a lot of the goofies here that wanted Drake May and was trying to slobber Drake May and come up with all these reasons why he should have been the pick. The place you really find Northern Virginia's finest, the biggest, rednecks and dog whisperers is in Facebook comments. Even they've been positive about the Bama. So I'm like looking in joints where you normally would see like the slander and all that stuff, and them like dog whistling and just making up stuff. And they like swallowing the Bama. So I'm like, I guess this is the guy. Like I haven't, I can't think of one bad thing I've heard about him since he's been here.
I haven't heard one bad thing either, dog.
And maybe
Not
it's a
about
good
his
thing that
character,
no games have been played.
not about his personality, not about anything. But Robert Griffin III came. We saw the signs of certain like characteristic flaws, but generally there was like a buzz and excitement around the building about him being in. It wasn't until that fateful day when Seattle and his knee went out.
Yeah.
That's when everything turned, dog. That's when
They
Bama's ain't want block for him, nothing.
Hall of Fame for that decision alone.
Yeah.
He ruined a 15-year Hall of Fame career.
Oh, yeah,
Making bad
bro.
coaching decisions. But anyway, yeah, I haven't heard one bad thing about Daniel. So I don't think he would shock anybody if he played well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm anticipating a good game, and we're gonna get into that in the Lock Factory. Please tune in to the other podcast, the Lock Factory. This year, we trying to cash out. We're gonna help you get to 20K. We're gonna help you get there. We're gonna have the picks for you. We're gonna have all of the above. After week 1, Bama's gonna be like, we need the picks. It's gonna go crazy. We already know. But we're gonna help you get to 20K. If you try to make 20K, we're gonna get you there. You start with $150 in your FanDuel, your sports betting account. We're gonna get it to 20K. Don't worry. Follow us at OSS980 at Other Side of Sports. Shout out to Wiz Buffy. Shout out to Sports Talk Tasha. Shout out to Lance J. Shout out to Kicking It with G Man. Ben Knows Best. Sports Reality. My man Jeremy John. Everybody who rock with us. Heavy. We out.